If you're hoping on getting a cheaper iPhone 10 this year when Apple releases the new version, well, you might be out of luck. Hey you, it's me, Curtis P. It's time for some coffee. KGI Securities is already talking about the iPhone 10 version 2, and the company says Apple will not continue selling the 2017 model, while the 2018 model is on sale, like they have done with all previous phones. This year, it's expected Apple will release 2 new phones to go along with the iPhone 10, that being a larger 10 Plus phone with a 6.5-inch OLED display, and a new lower-end model with a 6.1-inch display, but it'll be using older LCD technology, something Apple used in the iPhones before the iPhone 10. So of course, bad news if you're planning on buying a discounted iPhone 10 when this year's new phone was announced, because it looks like Apple ain't gonna be selling that phone anymore, so sorry about that. Overall, it's gonna be interesting to see what Apple does with its naming convention this year, because really, where do we go now? We have the iPhone 10, but the iPhone 8, and then we've got 2 other phones coming along. I don't really know where we're going from here. Maybe Apple will keep the iPhone 10 mantra for its sort of like top of the line phones here, and then they'll just name the lower end phone the iPhone. Obviously, we also have to account for the iPhone SE, which is also expected to get an update this year. For right now, it's really just too early to know. Apple isn't expected to announce the brand new iPhones until, of course, later in September this year, so there's lots of time for more rumors and other information to be leaking out before that event. But talking about the future iPhone lineup here for the year, what phone would you like to buy? Do you want the iPhone 10, iPhone 10 Plus, or a cheaper iPhone with an LCD display? You can let me know in the comment section down below, or of course you can always let me know on my Facebook, Twitter, or even over on Discord. But from that, let's jump into some quick news for the day. Today's a big day for DJI as the company is hosting a large press event to announce their latest drone. But some bad news for the company, well, the new drone is already leaked online. Called the Mavic Air, the drone seen in these photos is a smaller version of the Mavic Pro, but bigger than the Spark. The arms of the drone can be folded up for a smaller overall storage size, and the drone is expected to have a 32-megapixel camera on board with a 3-axis gimbal. So with that being built in, the drone will be able to shoot panoramas and 4K video while being controlled with a standard controller or the brand new gesture control system currently found on the Spark. Amazon has released their Amazon Alexa app for Android phones this past week, meaning you can now talk to Alexa right on your mobile device, asking her different questions or even getting her to control different certain smart devices in your home. Amazon Alexa is expected to come to iOS in the near future with a similar set of functionality. Looks like Google is planning on selling their very own audiobooks in the near future, as advertising for audiobook purchases have started showing up on the Google Play Store. Some of the ads even showing a 50% off discount on your first audiobook purchase. Now, there is no indication when the new audiobook area of the store will open up, but this would be a big move for the company as Amazon's Audible currently holds the largest share of online audiobook sales. And Facebook hasn't given up yet on their story function, as it looks like the company is testing out the ability for users to upload photos and videos to their stories right from the desktop. Facebook rolled out stories a little while ago, but it hasn't really caught on with users, so much so that the company started allowing Facebook users to cross-post their Instagram stories to the site simply to add content. So who knows if the latest attempt will actually help the company gain traction with this new feature. And the company that pioneered the story feature is facing some hard times, as just last week, Snap Inc. announced they were laying off 24 employees, part of the company's content division. This group was responsible for working with publishers like BuzzFeed to actually produce original content just for the Discover tab within the app. Now, these layoffs follow the company's plans to redesign the app altogether, focusing less on the Discover content and more on people's friends. Announced a year ago, Amazon is finally allowing regular citizens inside of their futuristic Amazon Go store in Seattle. The store has been under testing for over a year now as the company attempts to work out all of the possible issues with employees before, of course, letting regular customers inside to try out the new purchasing system. Now, if you don't remember what the Amazon Go store was all about, here's a quick reminder. Basically, when you first get into the store, you scan your smartphone, then you're free to go about your regular shopping. All the while, every time you take something off of the shelves, the Amazon computer system is tracking everything you do and keeping a running total of all of the items in your cart. Then when you're done shopping, all you have to do is simply leave the store. Then your credit card is charged for the items you take out of the store. Overall, it's a pretty futuristic shopping experience here. No more waiting in checkout lines, just grab and go. Now, at this time, Amazon hasn't announced announced any more plans for these Amazon Go stores anywhere else in the world, but the company did just buy Whole Foods last year, so that might be a signal of things to come. But of course, the big question right now is, will Amazon's computer system be able to actually deal with all of the people shopping inside of the stores at the same time? And will they be able to accurately track everyone in the store and their shopping carts? Because the last thing you want is to be charged for items you didn't take. Of course, only time will tell, but personally, I'm pretty freaking excited about this. It's a cool looking technology, and the idea of simply going into a store, grabbing what you want, and then walking out, that sounds like an awesome idea. You know, as long as you don't get overcharged for items you didn't take. And last for today, some interesting news coming out of the cryptocurrency and blockchain world, as the Canadian government has announced they'll be starting a trial run to use blockchain technology to store government funding and grant information for the public to view. The National Research Council will begin using a form of Ethereum to actually log and track all transactions and funding the council has in real time online, so anyone can see it. In a statement, the NRC said, "On the simplest level, blockchains are public ledgers that record transactions shared among many users. Once data is entered onto the blockchain, it is secure and unalterable, and provides a permanent record." Overall, the blockchain provides a whole new type of added security for companies here. They can actually publish their records in a way that stores it on many different computers around the world, while also being tamper-proof, so no single person can actually go and change the blockchain without others noticing. It's a pretty interesting idea overall, and if the trials go well, who knows, maybe other parts of the government in the future will actually store files in this fashion. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed today's show, make sure you hit up that like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, click on that subscribe button and join the notification squad so you can stay up to date on all of the latest videos I post throughout the week. Of course, if you missed the show on Friday, you can click or tap right over there to check it out. And until Wednesday, everybody, I'm Curtis Paradis. Have an amazing day.